Hello YouTube. So I'm gonna get right into it. It's so funny, I had recorded another video and I was shuffling cards and I was saying it's Judgment Day, and this is the first card that fell out of the deck. And as a side note, I really feel like my day for pulling cards on camera is coming. I just feel like it is because every time I come on camera, the first thing I want to do is pull my deck of cards. Now, usually I just do it to have something to play with as I talk because my hands are like, I'm a busybody like that, but I feel like it is coming for me, and which probably just means I've ended my cycle and I'm moving on to the second phase, right? But it is Judgment Day regardless. It really is Judgment Day. It has been Judgment Day for a while. And that is spiritually, and which means that that's going to manifest in the physical. The tarot readings have changed. So if you watch tarot, which I have for, a few years now, the seasons with tarot readings kind of change. So first, all the readers will be talking about one thing, and then it'll flow into another thing and another thing and another thing. And now there's a lot of talk about people being taken to court, people being arrested, and people being held accountable for the things that they've done. Now, even for people who channel, people who meditate, people who communicate, with passed over loved ones, ancestors, whatever, you're gonna more than likely if you really do, you've gotten insight into that. The atmosphere has changed. You've seen it. For me, definitely, I've seen when it's changed for a while, and this is why for today I had like a new message with 6-7 points, and then I got this message instead. So I'm just gonna share with you guys things that I have some of them I've known growing up, and some of them I've had to figure out for myself. So number one, if you are being gang stalked right now and you live alone, so you don't have someone who's at home all the time, flush any DNA holding sort of items in the toilet. So things like don't leave your hair around, don't leave nail clippings, tissue paper if you blow your nose or use the washroom, flush those things. Now, when I was younger, that was a huge thing that we were always told, like, don't just leave your hair laying around. People use that kind of stuff to work on you, okay? Number two, do not eat from people, and I mean whatsoever. It's a horrible thing that people take advantage of, is because food is supposed to be something that is supposed to bring people together, like in most cultures, in every culture as a matter of fact. So you normally would take someone bringing you food as some sort of kind gesture, but you cannot do that right now. Especially in my situation in Toronto, I'm dealing with very desperate people, and I'm dealing with people who know that, they know that it's a Judgment Day as well. So you really are dealing with people who are desperate enough to do anything now that they're caught up. So that's number two. And being on number two, it's crazy because people would befriend me in the last 2 years, and people have brought me food products over and over and over and over again. And it's very sad. And the first time that happened, I started gaining a crazy amount of weight. A crazy amount of weight that had nothing to do with what I was eating or how I was eating. So please be careful. Do not eat from people. Do not drink from people. I'm even cautious just with like even ordering takeout or anything like that. Like, just be very, very cautious and like watch yourself. Number three, celibacy is huge right now. In my city personally, there is an HIV epidemic. It's been posted on social media. It's been all kinds of stuff going on about it. And it's also been in the tarot readings. So when people are under judgment, it's a scary thing. You don't want to get caught up in it. You are in human skin. No matter how much God is protecting you, you have to utilize common sense and you have to make their job easy. And you know, you're a human being. There's rules to this thing, right? Celibacy right now also to, you know, you need to protect yourself, not just from, you know, STDs like sickness, but also from spiritual entities that people are carrying. You know, you need to watch who you're around. People carry entities on them. It's almost like they transfer it onto other people. Like people want to come to your place and they might have monitoring spirits on them, and there's just like all kinds of things going on. And so I can only help guide people as much as possible. And I can say this, I get a lot of trolls on my page to the point that I even wonder, like, am I actually helping real people, or is it all trolls? Like, it's really ridiculous. You know, so if the advice was, if I was just consoling people and the advice wasn't meaningful or anything like that, they would not, there wouldn't be that many of them on my page. So please kind of, you know, hopefully somebody here is listening to what I'm saying. The fourth one, it's time to get ready. In these situations, you do not want to be caught without protective materials. That means stock up on sage. That means if you haven't already sourced your crystals, go ahead and get them. That means maybe having a couple different bracelets around, because bracelets will be popping off your hand. When people want to get you, they will pop these bracelets right off your hand. That's why I get big crystals as well. And I also have like bigger pieces of jewelry, not just the little bracelets, because these bracelets will pop off your hand. Get ready. I have a lot of resources on my page where I talk about the kinds of crystals that you want, and what they're good for. I'm gonna do like a little rundown on crystals. So I talked about this before. Where is it? Smoky quartz. And I'm gonna put a picture up that has the different crystals as well, like as a resource. Smoky quartz, you can use it for crown attacks. You can use it for kind of, I explained this in another video, crown attacks and pain and stuff like that, and even for meditation. So that's smoky quartz. Selenite is for healing. Selenite is not for reducing pain, it's just for healing, and it takes a while to work, and it needs consistency and a lot of time on your skin to work. Obsidian is for blocking and for dealing with attacks. So obsidian. And then lapis lazuli is a psychic stone that will help you with things like bad dreams as well. It'll help you with things like spiritual attacks in your sleep. It'll help you for psychic connection. It'll help you to strengthen your connection with spirit and that sort of thing. So those are the 4 that I'm recommending right now, because obviously you can't go buy a whole crystal shop right away, but those are the ones that I would say that you want to get a hold of right away. When you are the 2 times, and this is something that I heard growing up my entire life, the 2 times in life where you experience, or there's a lot of sort of, I want to say, dark energy going around, is during political elections and when people are going to court. So you cannot be unprotected, especially when you are dealing with gang stalkers. You cannot be unprotected during times where court proceedings are going to be starting. You need to go ahead and get yourself prepared as much as possible. You need to buy sage in bundles. When people send you negative attacks, you don't know what the attack is specifically, okay? So the attack could be to break your leg, to not be able to make it to court, to be too sick, to end up in the hospital, and it's gonna be a lot of death work probably going around. So I would personally, I would go out and get a bunch of sage. Now, it's easy to get sage. You just Google your city and sage. Google your city and where you can get sage near you. You'll see some sort of, spiritual shop come up. If not, Walmart sells sage. You can go to walmart.com or walmart.ca if you're in Canada, and you can go ahead and get some sage. Getting sage is very important right now. You need to stock up on sage. You do not want to be in your home without defenseless, without cleaning materials. Okay, so that is number 4, or I guess 5. The other thing is, with the sage, when I burn my sage, I keep all my ashes. So I have, a bin of ashes, and then you can mix the ashes of the sage with salt, and that's how you make black salt. And then you line, the parameter of your home with the black salt. So not only is the salt purifying, it's like you're combining defenses. That's the kind of thing that you want to do right now. When people go to court, people do not just, they do rounds of spell work. It's like round the clock. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be an attack. It's going to be an all-out attack, and it's not going to be easy. So you got to get ready, like now. If you're ordering things online, I would order from websites like Walmart, where you're going to get it fairly quickly. I would stay away from ordering too far away, because things might not come in time, and get more than you think you need. Regardless of what, sage doesn't expire. Crystals don't expire. There's always a day you're going to need it for the rest of your life. Like, this is the journey in life that you're on. You cannot have too much. It's like saying, I have too much sugar in my cabinet, or too much rice. Like, yes, it might look like too much at the moment, but you're going to eat it at some point. So, obviously, don't trust anyone, and I mean no one. I just got a call today. Every time I pick up that phone, it's irritating. I just got a call today from someone that I haven't spoken to since, like, I don't even know, like 2015, 2016, out of the blue. Don't trust anyone. People are desperate right now, and I mean no one at all. People you've known, people you don't know, randoms on the street, no one. You're being targeted, and people are worried about their life and their freedom. So you are not safe. Eat healthier, natural foods right now. Limit fast food, limit takeout to like almost zero. Take things slow. Sometimes your progress with certain things is going to be delayed, and that's okay. Don't be desperate about hurrying up and moving forward with certain things and then partnering with the wrong people. People can use anything to destabilize you. People can even, and especially, patronizing your business. Putting money on your business can tank the business right away. So be very, very, very careful with the partnerships that you're making. If you're in business and you don't just have a job, just think twice, use your intuition, but definitely eat healthier, eat cleaner. Your body's gonna need it, especially if you're gonna be battling a bunch of spell work. You need to be healthy. If you can work out, please go work out. More spiritual baths, etc. And fast a little bit more, especially closer to prayer time. So try to pray on an empty stomach, and try not to eat too close to bed, to bedtime, because it takes a lot of energy from you. You want to have an empty stomach, and you want to, I can't tell you exactly why, but I know you need to fast. And sometimes your body forces you to fast when these times come around. So listen to yourself. You want to be burning both white and black candles right now. Black candles are for protection. Well, the white candles will amplify the black candles, but the black candles are for protection. So the white heals, the black protects. It's almost like selenite is white and it heals, and then obsidian is black and it protects. So you want to have these things going in your environment, especially when you're home, to shield you from a lot of negative energy that is coming in. And lastly, keep yourself in as high a vibration as you can muster. As high a vibration as you can muster. It's not always difficult. It's not always easy. I myself have been getting, a lot of anger I have to manage myself. So easier said than done. There's a lot to be upset about. But when you're upset, you're not thinking clearly. You're reacting out of hurt, out of pain, and it's kind of muddling your mind. And you have to prepare yourself if you are going to be in any court situations, if you are going to be in situations where you have to defend yourself or where you have to state your case. You cannot go into blind rage. People want to do that a lot. And the defense lawyers, or just lawyers in general, are master gaslighters. So you don't want to throw away any opportunity that you have for justice by not being able to manage your anger. And I say that to you guys, and I say that to myself at the same time. So that's something that collectively we have to learn to do a little bit better at. I have to do way better at that because sometimes I lose my cool. But yeah, as high a vibration as you can muster, and just make changes that you need to make to keep yourself in a zen, peaceful state. There are things you don't want to deal with, and don't deal with them right now. So those are my 9 tips that I'm giving out. So flush DNA away. You don't want to give people who are coming in and out of your home when you're not home, you don't want to give them DNA or anything that they can use to work against you. Do not eat from people no matter what. Celibacy is mandatory. Stock up on sage, and then save the sage ashes to mix into salt and line around your environment, and especially around your bed. Crystals, you want to get your crystals: smoky quartz, selenite, obsidian, and lapis lazuli. I'm going to list them out, and I'm going to make sure that I put pictures so people know what they look like and how it's spelt. Obviously, don't trust anyone, no one at all. Eat natural foods and eat healthier. Fast a little bit more. Burn black and white candles. Believe me, it makes a massive difference. It makes a massive difference in your environment and people being able to penetrate into your energy and come into your energy. Burn these candles. And keep yourself in a high vibration. Make sure, obviously, you pray, you're still meditating, you're still doing spiritual baths, and you're practicing spiritual hygiene. Just like you get up and you shower every day and you brush your teeth every day, these are things that need to be a part of your routine. And that is it. That is my message. Have a great day. Sending love to people going through these very tough situations.